Hello everybody, and welcome back to Traps Tuesday Toots. Today we're going to be looking at cactus farms. We're going to be figuring out the best way to build these on a budget. There is a great design out there if you're looking for something that's super powerful and super strong and going to give you a billion cactus. There's Ilmango's design, and it is absolutely the best, most efficient farm. But this is going to be a simpler, smaller, easier, less resource-intense version, and allow you to get cactus throughout your gameplay without much effort, and it's going to be pretty useful. So, let's do it. First, before we get into how to actually build the farm, let's talk about how cactus works. First of all, cactus can only be placed on sand blocks, and sand is an interesting block in Minecraft, along with gravel. For those of you that don't know, sand is a gravity block, so wherever it's placed, it's going to fall all the way until it lands on something. Now that something doesn't necessarily have to be very large, it could be quite small, but it has to be something, or the sand won't stay. So fun fact, a cactus cannot live next to another block. It has to be have nothing around it. However, it can grow into a space where a block is next to it. So as you can see, if I place a block here, that breaks instantly. However, the mechanics of how cactus grows does allow it to grow into the space, which will then make it break instantly. So what you can do is just do this kind of setup right here, and this will grow up and it will break. Now, as you just saw there, when it broke, it did destroy itself because it landed on the other cactus, and any item that hits a cactus gets destroyed. But sometimes it won't land on the cactus, and you will get that item, which is super useful, and how cactus farms work. So this is the design we're going to be going for right here. It's a fairly simple design. So what you're going to want to do is you'll build a 9-wide hole in the center, which means this is a total of 11 blocks, and a 9-wide hole this way, which means this is a total of 11 blocks again. Alright, now we're going to want to build up some walls here. Alright, now that we got our walls built up, and they can go up as high as you need or want, but we just took them up a little ways here, we're going to now put water in the corner here on both sides. And now the next step is to come in here and take out the block underneath the very last edge of the water all the way along. And then dig out the rest of this area here. And then what we're going to do is just cut a hole in down here, and that's where our items are going to end up. Now, the next step is to come in here and place down a block, every other block, keeping a space around the edge all the way around. Alright, and now that that is in place, we will just place down sand on top of each one of these slabs. Now the bottom one could be full blocks, doesn't matter, but the top one, any other row after that, you are definitely going to want to make sure those are slabs. We'll go over that in just a second. Alright, so these are all in place. So now the next thing to do is to place a fence post right between the two, all the way down on this side. And then in the center here, we don't need to do anything, because this fence post will break that cactus and that cactus. And then we'll do this fence post, which will break these two cactus, and so all the cactus will break, which is exactly what we want. So we build this up like so. And this is one layer of the Cactus Farm done. This would actually be a fully functional Cactus Farm. However, if you want to improve the rates, which I'm going to assume you do, what you're going to want to do is come up here, make sure it's the upper half of the slab, and go ahead and place another row in. Alright, then we just go ahead and place sand on top of each of these. Obviously that's quite a bit easier for me to do in creative, but all of this can be done in survival. Not too much trouble. You do take a little bit of damage from the cactus, but it's not too bad. You can literally just hop around on top of the cactus, or you could use scaffolding or whatever else makes you happy. But that works there. And then again, we just place in our fence post. Alright, so that's 2 full layers. Now you can keep going up as far as you want. And the more layers you do, the more cactus you get out of the farm in the end. And that is actually a fully functional cactus farm done. You're going to want to obviously build these up a little higher because it was below the cactus, so it could fall on the edge, and that's a problem. Or you could dig this farm into the ground and have it all completely underground, and that would work as well. Now, something to note, there is a chance that your cactus could get caught on this lower fence post, or on this ledge, or on this cactus. It's unlikely that it will get caught on the ledge of the cactus, but it is possible, but it's definitely possible that it can get caught on the fence post. It's kind of unavoidable if you're trying to stay easy and cheap, but if you wanted to, you could go ahead and build this up as a layer and have it flow into, have water flow it from there into a particular space and drop it down, probably break it, like stop the water with a fence post, and collect it all a little bit safer, and you'll get a much higher rate of cactus from your farm, but it's going to take a lot more effort to go ahead and build that. So that's not the design we're doing today. It is an option, and that is what the Ilmango design that I'm going to show you actually does in fact do. But this is going to take care of you, especially early game, if you just need some cactus. And so this is what I highly recommend building, unless you are trying to build a mega farm. And again, this can be as many layers as you want. You could also expand it out. You just need to make the water flow properly down at the bottom. So that is that farm. Now obviously right here there's a few options of how to handle this. If you want to dig out a hole, or again if you built it up higher and just had this the bottom of the farm like up here, you can just collect it with a hopper here. Or if you went ahead and built this underground and you want to bring the items to the surface, or you want to take the items up for whatever reason, you can go ahead, just throw down a piece of packed ice there so that the items will flow over it. Put down a piece of soul sand right here. Build up your walls of your item elevator to whatever height you want it to be. Go ahead and fill the whole thing with water. Then place down either an open fence gate or a pressure plate right here. And when your cactus grows up, you're going to go ahead and get all your items coming up this elevator to the top. And then obviously if you needed a collection system, you would go ahead and build that. With your hopper right there. And that'll do it for you. Hello? I'm doing all right. How are you doing? Well, it sounded like I was trying to lock in my rate, is what it sounded like it was saying. It sounded like they were going to change the rate unless I did something. Well, I'm sorry. The message was about my Discover card. Seriously? Wow. So that is a method of collection there, and that is just a quick, simple farm. Again, fairly easy to build. Doesn't require a lot of resources. You just got to find cactus and sand, build some kind of slab. Could be anything, cobblestone slabs, whatever. Glass, totally not necessary. So just super simple, super fast. Get a little bit of wood for the fences, or these could be walls or whatever. But fences have one of the lower profiles. It also could, now that I think about it, probably be glass panes, which have an even lower profile. But yeah, so that's gonna do it. Anyway, I hope that has been helpful. I hope that somebody can take use of this farm design to help improve your world or your server, and that. Anyway, folks, that's going to do it for us today. I hope this helps somebody out and makes them. So anyway, folks, that's going to do it for us today. I hope this helps you guys out. I hope that somebody's server or world can be improved with this design. I am still going to link in the description to Ilmango's farm, so if you are looking for something that's way OP and will give you all the cactus you could ever want in any world ever, that'll be available to you. But this is totally going to do it for you if you just need something simple to give you a little bit of cactus. Thank you for watching, everybody, and you have a good one. Remember, folks, don't get trapped without me. Bye-bye.